I want you to get that ball, and there we go. Okay, on cue, almost on cue, he did that. So I want you to be able to see what's happening down here, but I also want you to see a bit of what's happening here. I'm gonna rest my head on my hand, so my neck is in alignment with my spine. Here's what control freaks do. Guilty over here. We like to stay up and then we're straining the neck, and there is no reason for that, no benefit at all. So, but I want you to roll your top hip forward, put your hand on that arm, and make sure that you need it, so that if you took it away, you face plant. That tells you that you have that top hip literally on top of the bottom one. Drop your head down, and I'm gonna have you raise and lower. So we're gonna go 10 and 9 and 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Now you can kick that out of the way, but not too far. Make sure it doesn't roll away from you. I'm ready to go right away to the other side. You knew that was coming, right? So once we get here, I'm gonna come down, and again, I'm taking that front hand and putting weight in it, drop my head into my hand, and raising up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And sorry. So he's like scratching at the door. He's like, something's wrong here. I can't get back in. All right, this is humor at my house. Okay, on your back. So using the ball or using whatever prop you have here, I want you to raise your knees up. So you're putting them at a double L. So we've got 90 degrees at the hip, 90 degrees at the knees. And let me tell you how easy it is to let them cave in, because this feels better to your lower back. Otherwise, when I move them here, your core has to work to keep that lower back down, but that's the point, right? So you're gonna hold the ball against your legs. You're gonna take your arms up, but slight bend of your elbows, and I want your hands pushing the ball toward your knees so that your knees have to push backwards, and all of a sudden, you're feeling that core tight. So I want you to hold it right there. We're gonna do 20 seconds. You're still pushing, so come on, come on, come on. Push. I know those of you that have that Peloton at home or you're doing spinning classes, your hip flexors are killing you. And I'll tell you how I know that. It's because I rode my trainer today and my hip flexors are killing me right now. All right, so keep pushing. You want to feel your lower back down on the ground right now. Push, 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 and then relax. Go ahead and let it go. Your hip flexors are potentially a little bit tight just from doing that, whether or not you rode the bike. So I want you to bring them up, and I'm just holding that ball there. It's not for any resistance. This is just to open the hip flexors. It's a little bit of core workout, because this is core after all. So if you're holding it up, just getting a long line, you're using core. It's like a reverse plank in a bit. So drop that down. We're gonna do 2 more of these 20-second presses, dead bug is what I call them. So bring that up, bring your legs up first. Remember, lower back comes down. Take your arms up, slight bend of the elbows. Push your hands into the ball, push the knees into the ball, and squeeze it and exhale. So when you're holding something static like this, super easy to hold your breath. So you gotta be talking to me. I can't hear you. Be nice, whatever you're saying over there. So push really hard, push the ball with your knees, push the ball with your hands, make yourself work a little bit more, but keep that lower back down. If it's not down, I want you to stop and take a break. Push, 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 stay there, and then relax. Let's open those hip flexors, push them up, stay right here. You're gonna do just 1 more of these, and then we'll just throw them away. We won't see them again today. We're gonna come back to that lateral lift with the ball. Good, and relax. Okay, this is what it looks like. I have such a sad face out here. I'm watching Truman. He's like feeling rejected. Press the knees in, push with the hands, hold on to that, and exhale. Good, nice job. So I want you to feel belt loops on the floor. So where your belt would hit you, right there at your mid-waist, You've got to feel that on the ground. If you don't feel that on the ground, you're popping up and you're doing pressure, putting pressure on your lower back instead of working your core. So push, push, keep breathing. Come on, come on, come on. You're almost done. This is the last time. This is it. Push, 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 and then relax. Okay, let's open up those hip flexors. Press up. Good, use your glutes. So squeeze up between your hips or your shoulders, your hips, and your knees. You want a nice, long, straight line. So raise that up. Keep your knees in tight, narrow, and then come on back down. On whatever side you're facing, you're on, you're going to do this lateral lift again with your pillow or whatever prop you've got to play with over here. Lie forward enough so that you're reaching that hip to the front. So you need this hand. So otherwise, you're rolled back and your core is open. So we're using quadriceps a little bit more than the side waist muscles, these obliques, to do the flexion. So roll forward. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, relax. Switch sides. And pop that right between the legs. So really you're holding on. You're doing the holding with your ankles. So be careful, especially if you have really short legs. If you got that choked way up, there's not too much leg there for you to flex. So you want to get it out so you have a long lever because it's not heavy, right? It's just the idea of moving that. Roll weight forward, lift that up, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. You can take that ball and move it out of the way. Or not. It's kind of going to come right back to me. I want you to come onto your back. Feet down. Raise those hips up again. So again, tight hip flexors are really common. And here's the thing. So Peloton, stationary bikes, spinning has been so big this year. It's got a lot of advantages because it's unweighted. Your knees don't have that weight-bearing pressure. However, if you sit a lot for work, potentially you're overusing your hip flexors and then you're underusing them, and we're getting the same problem from two different directions. So be sure you're opening those hip flexors. Go back and do that stretch I did with you the other day when it wasn't really a core exercise. It was a stretch to release your hip. Relax your lower back. Nice work. Okay. Relax, last but not least. So today we're just going to do an easy little plank. Yesterday, remember we did dance-off planks, okay? So if you missed it, go get that one. Totally up to you. If you need to be on your knees, please do. But remember, it's knees, then through the hips to the crown of your head. If you're on your toes, then it's heels to the crown of your head, straight line. So try not to be in a pyramid. Try to drop it here, but not here. No stress to the lower back. Push back through your feet if you are on your feet. And then exhale and just stay right here. You're gonna hold that for 15 more seconds and then you're done. You've done it for today. That is how short quality core is. It's just find a few exercises, do movements you don't typically do like lateral flexion, and do them really well, and then be done. So frequent, consistent core is so much better than any long holding core. I'm gonna have you bring that up and out. Good. And relax.